4 rescue and relief operations are continuing. At Kishtwar, the Indian Army has now taken over and is carrying out controlled blasts of big boulders that were hampering the rescue operations. Now, more than 60 people have lost their lives in the tragedy. Search operations are continuing for the missing pilgrims. Additionally, the Indian Army has also started the construction of a bridge to restore the connectivity in the area. My colleague Sohail is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Sohail, you've been at the spot over the last few days as the rescue operations are going on. Today is day 4. What is the progress so far?
Well, yes, today is the day 4 of this rescue operation, and the Indian Army has now started removing these big boulders. Basically, this was a major challenge and it was hampering the rescue efforts at the spot, and a lot of machinery was basically brought in, but they failed to do something to these boulders, and now Indian Army has taken over. There will be controlled blasts, and that process already started in the night. There were 2 to 3 blasts and big boulders in the Langar area where basically broke down. LNT and JCB machines are on ground. In fact, 23 to 25 machines are present, and these machines basically then take those pieces of stones to other side and clear the site. The rescue teams led by NDRF has also spotted dead bodies under these boulders, and that is the priority for the rescue operators and the rescuers to remove those dead bodies from the spot. The site clearance operation is taking place, and as I said, the beam challenge for the disaster management forces was to remove these huge boulders. Weather is also a challenge. The weather continues to change throughout the day, throughout the night at this particular spot. But yes, the officials are on ground, and the rescue operation is taking place. All this machinery has been put into use. NDRF is leading this all this impact rescue operation, while Indian Army has also now taken over, and controlled blasting is taking place of these big boulders, and then Indian Army will also restore connectivity at this particular spot. I would like to request my VJ to show the Nala, where basically there was this bridge that was under construction, but that was washed away. There were 2 bridges, both of them were washed away. Now Indian Army is going to start to construct a bridge, and the material is on way. They will be laying a bridge to restore the connectivity between this Chashoti village and the Bhavan of Machel Mata, which is a religious place, and to restore that connectivity, Indian Army is initiating that process as well. So as of now, the priority for all the rescue teams and disaster management forces, including Indian Army, is to clear the site, remove these big boulders, and remove dead bodies, because there are settled people who are missing. Officially, Jammu and Kashmir Chief Secretary yesterday told us there are 60 to 70 pilgrims and persons who are still missing. Yesterday, there were in fact recovery of dead bodies, including the recovery of dead bodies of CISF personnel who were deployed for the security of the yatra. There were 4 in fact CISF personnel who are missing. The dead bodies of 3 have been recovered. 1 is still missing. Similar way, there are pilgrims who are still missing, who had gathered in the Langar area. Inside the parking area, there was this lunch going on, there was bhajan going on, and then this tragedy unfolded. Within seconds, everything changed. There's a lot of devastation and destruction on spot. People's, in fact, residential homes were washed away. All of the people who reside at this place, they are impacted. The pilgrims who had come from Jammu, Riyasi, Udhampur and other districts of Jammu division are also impacted. But the priority for administration, for disaster management forces, is to, 1, clear the site and remove if there are dead bodies, and in fact restore the connectivity.
Okay, all right. Massive tragedy. 60 people have lost their lives. Over 100 people have been injured, and there are still many others who are said to be missing. Today is day 4 of the operations, and Sohail also filed this ground report. Take a look.
A massive rescue and relief operation continues in Chashoti village of Kishtwar. Today is the 4th day of operation, and my VJ Shafiq will show you the area and the controlled blasting that Indian Army has started to remove these big boulders that were basically hampering the rescue and relief operations at the spot. In In fact, there was this cloudburst that triggered massive landslides and mudslides hitting Langar area, where in fact 200 to 300 people had gathered for lunch. There was a bhajan taking place, and within seconds this tragedy unfolded. Now these big boulders came down, they occupied whole of this site, whole of this area, and it's the area where the administration is suspecting and presuming that there could be dead bodies. But to remove these, in fact, big boulders, it's humanly impossible to in fact move these big boulders. Then machinery was basically brought in, heavy JCBs and LNT machines to basically break down these boulders, but then again it was impossible, and Indian Army then decided to do controlled blasting of these boulders. Now explosives are being basically used to break down these boulders, and you can see impact of that controlled blasting. These boulders are now being in fact broken into pieces, then machines come in, they remove these pieces, throw away, clear the site, and the removal of dead bodies takes place. Yesterday the authorities, the disaster management units, removed around 7 dead bodies from different locations, including of CISF personnel who are missing. Still one Jawan is missing. Officially, the Jammu and Kashmir Chief Secretary has told us that 60 to 70 people are still missing. These are those people who, in fact, whose family members have reported to administration, and now they stand confirmed missing. So the search operation for those missing people is underway, but important is to remove these big boulders, and that's why the Indian Army engineers have started doing controlled blasting to break down these boulders and clear the site. With video journalist Shafiq Sohail in Chashoti, Kishtwar.
So the rescue operations are still ongoing as the family members hope against hope that their loved ones are safe. With that, it's time for us to slip into a short break here. We'll be right back. Stay with us.